Good morning, Roll Gang. What is happening? Welcome on in to a brand new, nice and fresh episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. Welcome on in. It is a Canon News Thursday episode this morning, so I have collected some, local Las Vegas. The local Las Vegas cannabis news this week is kind of national cannabis news. And then I also got some news stories from, across the country that we could, hopefully get into. And I am super excited about it. Good morning to King Pre-Gene. Yo, shout out King Pre-Gene. Good morning to you as well, bro. Appreciate you. And let's get on into this fresh Canon News Thursday episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. Thank you to everybody tuning in. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. You guys are all the shit. You guys make it pop. You guys are the real. So let's just get on into the wake every weekday morning so we can break down some fine cannabis herb with, our grinder and a spoon, roll up a joint and smoke it while talking about some cannabis news or other cannabis shit that we always talk about here on the Wake and Bake. So let's get on into it. If you guys wouldn't mind, if you guys are on Facebook, to hit the share now to public button on Twitter, retweet, and my good friend Quality Vegas Bud gave me some of this unbelievable homegrown hash plant. This is the first time I'm gonna smoke it. You guys are gonna see I'm gonna get different cooked here this morning on the Wake and Bake. I am so stoked to try some of this herb. And it's indoor grown. I've had in Vegas. I am just stoked about this from Quality Vegas Bud. Yo, taps into the show. Quality Vegas Bud. This is some absolute fire. Major shout out to Quality Vegas Bud for the smoke. This is insane, you guys. I wish you could see and smell what I'm seeing and smelling. It is incredibly cured, but not wet. It's just wet with trichomes and terps. Oh my goodness, this is gonna burn for a year. Yeah, Quality Vegas Bud, flex on there. But anyways, I am super excited to get on into these cannabis news stories this week. The first one that I wanted to talk about on this Canon News Thursday, on Thursday 2022, is the fact that here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the G4 Live Bud Tender Awards is happening starting today. And it goes the whole way through Saturday. And, shout out Dose of Randall, Wake and Bake. What's happening, Dose of Randall? But the Bud Tender Awards is this awards ceremony. It's this whole entire cannabis convention. And it's centrifuged around professionals in the industry. And they're going to be giving away some awards for some of the best cannabis influencers on the industry, including mostly bud tenders, but also photographers, models, social media influencers, brand representatives, and all the above. And actually, there have been plenty of nominees that have actually come on this show. Influencers, Allison from Fumer and Ariana Janae, who is coming on the show next week, actually, Ariana is, to chat it up about the chamber event that's coming up. but she was nominated for the Model of the Year, and I think honestly she's probably gonna win it because she is the most incredible cannabis model in the industry around here. But the awards ceremony is going. G4 Live throws a crazy event every year. I think I might be going, so we're gonna have to see how that works out, and if I can get into it, I will definitely be posting a ton of content from throughout. So make sure you guys are tapped into the Rolling Spoon so that we can go hit up this G4 Live Bud Tender Awards and have an absolute party. Shout out Sky Rain for hooking me up with the tickets. She is a cannabis influencer too, so really thankful to her for hooking up the ticket for me. And yeah, Live Bud Tender Awards at the Las Vegas convention be a complete shindig. Check out this dime. Oh, quality Vegas bud up in the joint, rolled with a spoon. This baby is a perfect cigarette. Let's see if I can't get a little bit better of a shot for the thumbnail. Ooh, thumbnail. Yeah, smoking on a joint. Let's burn this baby up here on this Canon News Thursday. This thing is about to be Oh, I am so excited to smoke this quality Vegas bud. Yo, what's up? Good morning, Ford Dandy. Tapping in the comments section. Oh my terpenes. Oh, good. Goodness gracious me. Guys, this is better weed than I normally smoke on the show. Wow, this is dangerous. This is absolutely dangerous. Oh. Two rips and I'm coughing. Ooh. That is some good shout out Mercedington. I was born too early, LOL. There were too many cool things, and now with influencers, cannabis models, apps. Yeah, love when you share info. Yeah, honestly, isn't there so many niches in the industry now? I honestly feel like I was born too early too, Mercedington. It is getting hectic with all the different roles people are playing. Yeah, spark it, bro, from Ford Dandy. Appreciate you. This is going to be an absolute pleasure of a smoke. Here on this Canna News Thursday, Weekday Wake and Bake. So next piece of news is coming up in 9 days is another Chamber of Cannabis banger. Like I said, Ariana Janae is a member of the team with me, and she is going to be coming on a week from today, next Canon News Thursday, to really boost up this event. Like, we're going to get really deep into the event. But guys, this fundraiser is for Steve Yeager. He is a councilman here in Las Vegas, and he has been responsible for 10 bills in the past 5 years to help advance the reform of cannabis here in Las Vegas. An absolutely essential man in the flow of legal cannabis here in Las Vegas. And guys, Steve Yeager does such a great job supporting us that we have to support him back, which is why the Chamber of Cannabis is throwing this event, this mad fundraiser banger for Steve Yeager. And I hope that the chamber is able to collect so much money for him, because he is going to use his campaign to build up his power. And he's shown 10 times that he uses his power to help pot smokers and stoners do so without being so bothered. He helped write the consumption lounge bill that is soon going to allow us to smoke in consumption lounges throughout the city. He helped reform cannabis DUIs, because we know that, like, just because you have a roach in your car doesn't mean you were smoking it. And it's really tough because there's no way to prove you're stoned. So Steve Yeager, really understanding guy. He's in politics because we're not, Roll Gang. Like, we have got to rely on the people that are actually politicians, that actually support our movement. Steve Yeager is one of them. So I am super excited to help the Chamber of Cannabis throw this banger. Super excited to have Ariana Janae on the show in a week to pub it up and really, really drive it home. But Steve Yeager fundraiser, Saturday, May 21st, with the Chamber of Cannabis. Come through and make sure you get your Chamber of Cannabis spoon. This is probably one of the most influential spoons in the world. So we gotta take care of Steve. Holy shit, it looks like it hasn't even burned. Like, it looks like it hasn't gone anywhere. That is absolutely nuts, quality Vegas, bud. Absolutely nuts. Cannabis news here, because I have 3 really important cannabis news here on this cannabis news, the Weekday Wake and Bake. Getting baked out of my gourd right now while talking about this cannabis news, and it feels so good. It is going to be such a good start to the day. Shout out Mercedington. Last time Mercedington, they were timid to even mention the word weed. Yeah, honestly, like, it is really changing. Like, it is adapting and evolving so quick here and in Delaware, where the Senate approved, passed by, I'm sorry, I screwed that up really bad. Let me take one more rip. So in Delaware, the Senate approved a House-passed marijuana bill closing in on Delaware becoming a adult use cannabis state. So going straight from really, really strict medical, and the House already passed it, the Senate approved it, so really a lot of momentum on this bill in Delaware. So it's time for people in Delaware to get super owner, but whenever I get to go visit, if I can go smoke, oh my goodness. So thankful for Delaware finally trying to legalize pot, because what bad does this plant do? Come on, gang. We know the momentum with this thing. So Delaware, hopping on the Mary Jane train. Great to see it, and super excited for my little sister's state. Next piece of national scale cannabis news. The IRS, Internal Revenue Service, finally and officially addressed the problem with marijuana banking. So the IRS has not mentioned cannabis or marijuana or anything about it in the history of its existence. And they have finally released an article stating about how taxpayers have to still pay taxes when they're in the marijuana industry but can't write it off. And they address the fact that marijuana banking is a serious issue in the country. It's just great to see that the IRS is acknowledging the existence. It's the first step in the national scale, federally, with the United States government to, really give some steam to the cannabis industry. So really excited that the IRS was giving shout outs to the cannabis industry and two, it and the industry we love, the plant that we love. So it is really exciting that the federal government is finally acknowledging the legitimacy of this industry. It's something that didn't exist a while ago. Like Mercedes says, they were timid to even mention the word weed. And now it's starting to get momentum. We're getting the flow together. Great to see that. So we have one more really great piece of cannabis news here on this Canna News Thursday episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. Super exciting piece of news. But before I get on into it, just wanted to remind the Roll Gang that this episode is indeed provided by the Rolling Spoon, the most efficient way to procure your canny bee, whether you're rolling a joint, a blunt, herb with your spoon instead of pinching it, you guys. It's better for your herb, it's better for your fingers, and your smoke will thank you because there's no cat hair in it. So just make sure that you hit my DM if you don't have one. We'll make sure to get you guys one. I rolled this pearl with it of some Quality Vegas Bud at Quality Vegas Bud on Instagram, and honestly, it is burning like an absolute G whenever I can keep it lit. And I'm not in anchorman processor mode trying to read some cannabis news. But anyways, get your Rolling Spoon, guys. But final piece of cannabis news here on this Canna News Thursday episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. The NIH, the National Industry of Health, is a federally funded health research society, and they have officially undertook, finally, marijuana and its link with benefits to cancer patients. So I don't know if marijuana is the cure for cancer. In fact, I don't know if the cure for cancer exists. But what I do know, it sure as fuck helps with the side effects of real effective medicine. I believe in cannabis and chemotherapy. Chemotherapy is a beast of a drug, and it has been known to kill cancers, but it also kills a little bit of you. So if you can smoke some pot and restore some of the damage, or maybe help target the cancer, I don't know. The research is going to be promising. I just feel it in my bones. The National Industry of Health, a federally funded research program, is finally looking into the links between cancer. What bad does this cause? If it can help people, cancer patients, absolutely priceless. So huge shout out to the NIH for looking into the links between the two, and finally, like I said in the last one, taking accountability for the legitimacy of our herb. This is absolutely, this is some potent shit. Quality Vegas Bud. So major shout out Quality Vegas Bud, getting me absolutely baked here this morning, tapping into the comments section. And you know what, gang? We are going to be back with another episode of Fuck Yeah Friday. Some Fuck Yeah tomorrow on the Weekday Wake and Bake. We got great guest, Kenny Lapier. She made these Rolling Spoon rolling trays. Super talented artist. I am so excited to have her on. She's been on before, but it was super early in the Wake and Bake. So I am so excited that she's going to be coming today. We're going to talk some art. We're going to talk some pot. And we're going to smoke some pot, because you know how we do it. Shout out everybody tapping in here. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. You guys are all the shit. So if you guys wouldn't mind just sharing the show, hitting that retweet button, because sharing is caring after all, and caring is sharing. So, and I truly just absolutely love rolling up and smoking with you guys in the morning, and would love for your friends to join us. You know what I mean? Because the more the merrier. And absolutely so ecstatic to have you guys, you specifically, listening to this. I'm talking right to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. From the bottom of my heart, I will see you guys tomorrow for Fuck Yeah Friday in the same seat with us.